Welcome to day one of the 7 day reset. This is awesome because this is the tool that I've personally used myself, the body emotion reset, to get through like the heavy moments in my life. The heaviest moments being finding out that I wasn't Angel's dad. So, like, she was 6 years old at this point, finding out she wasn't my daughter, and then being told she wasn't going to call me dad anymore. She was going to call the dad that she met dad, and she liked being around him more. Man, that broke me down, and I had to use this to really just make sure that I didn't go so deep into depression that I wanted to end everything. And so this has been beautiful for me throughout that period because it really taught me how to feel all the sadness, all the grief that I felt throughout that period. And that took me months upon months to, let myself have tears flow, to cry, to feel, the sadness and the pain, the grief in my chest, in my heart. And it put me in a place where I finally accepted what had happened. Like, I accepted that I wasn't actually dad anymore. There was a period where she still didn't call me dad, and that was hard, but I accepted it. I accepted if she didn't want to call me that, if we didn't get to talk to her as much as we wanted. And if it wasn't for this tool, I probably wouldn't be here anymore. And, that's just the honest truth. And so how this tool has helped me recently is obviously after my strokes and losing my vision and memory and stuff, and then losing my opportunity to work and make all the money that I was making before. It took me quite a few weeks of just being angry and like breaking stuff and smashing stuff at the house because of how much anger and frustration was there, until I realized, damn, like, I used to have this tool that I used. I should probably start doing that again. And so I started doing it every single morning, and that is my aim and my goal for you personally, every single one of you, is to do this every day. What it helped me do every single day was to feel what was in my body. Like, what are the physical sensations? What are the emotions actually there? Like, what are the real emotions hiding under the anger and the frustration and the stuff that I use to avoid how I actually feel, right? What are they? And then accept them, whether I want to accept them or not, whether I, wanted my life to be how it was, and I actually didn't. Like, I just hated the fact that I was making so much money, that my business was doing so well, that I was actually losing weight and getting healthier before I got sick and nearly passed away. And so I thought, why the hell is this happening to me? I don't deserve this. But what I realized when I started doing the body emotion reset every single morning was, wow, I'm not accepting the way my life has gone and what has happened in the last however many months, because I'm not accepting the emotions that are there. And if I don't accept the emotions that are there, then they get stuck in the body. They don't flow and move on like they're supposed to. So what I'm constantly going to have is these emotions building up and building up and building up until I do something to people around me, do something to myself, or, kick a hole in the fence like I did after hospital. Don't judge me. It is what it is. And so this has been the most beautiful thing for me, to reconnect to myself. And the best thing about this personally is I have not liked myself, felt proud of myself, or loved myself fully since I was a little kid. Like, since I was the most authentic version of who I was, when I was actually just being me and felt okay being 100% myself. And so this tool reconnected me to me, let me let go of those heavy emotions. And then what that does is let the happy, peaceful, relaxing emotions back in, the ones up here, and then teach the brain and body how to feel and accept and be with each of those, right? Either side of the spectrum. And so in doing that, I finally got to a point where in the morning I did the process and I realized, hey, why the hell isn't there a heavy emotion here? There's no sadness, there's no pain, there's no grief, there's no like disappointment in myself or fear. what the hell sort of emotion is here? And so when I did the process, breathed and felt something in my chest, I was like, oh, what is that? What the heck is that? And it was love. It was love in my chest. I was like, oh my God, I haven't felt that before, like not properly anyway. What is that? And so I started feeling love, and my mind went straight to the idea that, it's love, so it's obviously love for someone. Who the heck do I love? And as I kept going through the process, I finally realized, holy shit, it's not love about someone else, it's love about myself. Holy crap, what the heck is this? I don't know how to feel that. And so, as hard as it is to feel and accept the heavy, painful emotions that are down here, it's also hard when you haven't taught yourself how to feel the light, love, happiness emotions that pop up, right? Because we haven't learned how to feel either side. And so that was one of the biggest moments of change, aha moments, breakthrough moments of my life, because it was the first time since I was a little kid that I actually felt like I loved myself. And because I started feeling more that I loved myself, the less I needed to try and get love from the people around me. And so instead of showing up in those relationships needing love from them and treating them a certain way, doing something a certain way, so they would finally give it to me and I would feel good within that relationship, within that dynamic, because I let that go, because I didn't need it anymore, I would just show up as me, without shitting on someone else, without being degrading, without being condescending, or without trying to love them to get love in return. And what that did was create safety for the people around me, like safety in them just being themselves, not worrying about how they have to show up for me to receive love and acceptance from me in return. And so this tool is to help you do just that. Like, that's the be-all, end-all of everything that I'm doing, of the community, of resetting and breaking through, is get you to a point where you love yourself and where you can show up as yourself within all the relationships that you have, so that they feel safe being themselves and love is given to and fro without needing love from someone else. Like, holy shit, how much more amazing is life going to be when that happens? And so the idea behind this tool is we're bringing the attention from the external world to the internal world, and we're breathing. We're breathing 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. We're breathing down into the belly, so 2 seconds in, and we're filling the belly. If you're not used to filling your belly, put your hand on your belly and you should feel it push out. And then 2 seconds, and we're filling up the chest. Burp. Filling up the chest. And then we're doing 6 seconds out. So we're breathing in through the nose, 2 seconds into the belly, 2 seconds into the chest, and then up to you, out of the nose, out of the mouth, doesn't matter, 6 seconds on the way out. And so what we're doing with this, why this tool works so well, is as we breathe in through the nose, we're breathing in, we're filling up the belly first. So that means the diaphragm collapses, it pushes the belly out. That activates the vagus nerve, and that takes us from fight or flight state, which we're focused on the external world so that our brain can protect us, keep us safe. We activate the vagus nerve, we go from fight or flight state to rest and digest, which means we feel a little bit safer, and then it's going to make it easier for us in our mind to not be focused on what the risk is, what we have to protect ourselves from, how to keep ourselves safe, so we can be in our body without focusing on the external world. And then breathing up into the chest, and that's so important to fill the lungs properly, get the oxygen into the body, but into the chest, it's like we're breathing around the heart, and that's so bloody important too, like connecting the stomach, the heart, and the brain. And then on the way out, and the idea around this is, again, reconnecting the mind to the body, not the external world. We're going external to internal, and then the mind isn't racing. It's not constantly worrying about the things around us. And so we do 6 breaths, And then we ask ourselves, what are the physical sensations? What do I feel in my body? We start from the head down. Oh, what is that like ache on the back right side of my head? Oh, that feels a lot like tension. Oh, like my jaw, that's really tight. Oh my God, my throat, why is there so much tension there? Oh, my chest is blocked. My gut, oh, my gut. My gut feels full and blocked. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Oh, geez, my left glute feels really tight. And so we ask ourselves what those physical sensations are, still doing the breathing pattern. And then we do 6 breaths and we breathe and accept all of those physical sensations. Once we've accepted and they don't feel as tense, as painful, as tight, then we move on. We move on. There's Sage running around in the background. We move on and we ask ourselves, okay, what emotion is here? And so we breathe through the body. We feel, where in the body is it? For a lot of us, it's going to be in the chest or the stomach or the head. What is that emotion? If anger, stress, frustration, or something pops up and it doesn't feel like the true emotion that is there, that you're actually feeling, ask yourself, if this emotion that pops up, the anger, frustration, the stress, if that pops up, what is it protecting me from? What is really underneath that? And so when we ask ourselves that, something will pop up. Do not judge the first emotion that pops up to your head, because if you're judging that, you're going to try and find something else that isn't actually there, because the mind is trying to protect you from feeling, boom, what popped up first, right? It's trying to protect you from that because you haven't felt that for most of your life, because it feels wrong to feel that way because of whatever happened growing up. And so when you find that emotion, you feel where it is in the body, you go through the 6 breaths again, breathing in, filling up belly for 2 seconds, filling up the chest for 2 seconds, and then breathing out for 6 seconds, in 4, out 6. And you do those 6 breaths until that emotion releases. And then you ask yourself again, what is the emotion that's there? We felt the heavy one, the sadness, the whatever it was for you, the worry. We felt the heavy emotion. What has filled that void? If that heavy emotion has been let go, because emotion is energy in motion, the only reason that that emotion is stuck there because you haven't felt it. You haven't allowed it to move on. When you do let it move on, what is the one that fills its void? For a lot of us, we're not going to be used to feeling these two, right? Relaxation. Oh my God, what is this supposed to feel like? Love, happiness, peace, gratitude. Oh my God, what the heck is this? I've never felt that before. It's about balance. It's about balance and teaching yourself how to feel this too. So boom, where is that in the body? For most of us, it's going to be chest or head or belly again. 6 breaths, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. And when you get to a point where you're like, I'm feeling that and it feels amazing and I feel good, like I feel more connected to myself, that's where you open your eyes and you wrap it up. And just so I'm upfront, the idea is that you close your eyes through this so your eyes aren't seeing things and your brain isn't using energy to like understand everything. Shut that down, connect to the body, sitting upright, your chest out, your head back so you're not leaning forward and blocking off the chest, shoulders back. And if there's a part of you that's like, this feels a little bit weird, then just wiggle the shoulders up and down and let them hang. And then if the jaw feels a little bit off, just wiggle the head and then jaw up and down, side to side, let it hang. And then breathe out. And then start your process there. This gets to be like a really simple process. It's one you can do every day. I'll add the YouTube video and you use that to help you understand the breathing so that you're not having to think about the timing of the breath. It's going to be 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out on the YouTube video, but just do 4 seconds in, hold for 2 seconds, and then breathe 6 seconds out. And again, this has been the thing that's helped me with finding out that I wasn't my daughter's dad and like, oh my God, that was hard. It's helped me with depression. It's helped me with suicidality. It's helped me with coming back from strokes and nearly passing away. So Without this, I wouldn't have connected to myself so much where I was actually okay being me, where I actually found out I loved myself, and where I finally started treating people around me with more love, respect, compassion, without needing it in return. And holy hell, relationships, life flourish when that happens. So I'm excited for you. This is 7 days. Give it a go every single morning. And what I want you to do is to comment on the 7-day reset category within the school community every single day. Like, what is the emotion? What are the physical sensations? And when you let it go, what filled that gap? What filled that void? Not only is that going to help you commit to yourself and like experience it and talk about it, it's going to help the other people in the community. Whether they're there at the point where you write it, or whether they come in like 1 month, 2 month, 1 year later and see your comment about what it is that you released and what filled that gap. That's going to be so helpful for them, because they're going to understand, like, holy crap, no matter how heavy I feel, if I do this, I can actually feel good after I do the process, the body emotion reset. I'll leave it at that. I hope you have the most amazing day, day one. Let's get together, let's get committed, and let's get it done. Commit to yourself. Cheers.